welcome our first dynasty, Zhou Dynasty. Start from 1046 to 256 BCE. Zhou is actually the longest dynasty in our Chinese history. Zhou has lasted for 800 plus years. Throughout the 800 years of dynasty that appeared during the Zhou dynasty, we have 37 emperors with 30 generations, and that is a lot. The last name for the Zhou dynasty, the Zhou emperor, is Ji. So each dynasty, they all have very unique last name. And of course, with our beautiful emperors here showing the costume style for our Zhou dynasty. We all know a very famous god teacher, Confucius, right? So Confucius is from the Zhou dynasty. And now, ladies and gentlemen, after the Zhou dynasty, let's go into the Qing dynasty. From 221 to 206 BC, the most famous emperor is Qin Shi Huang. Guess what? Qing only lasts for 15 years, but it's one of the strongest dynasty in our history. The famous Great Wall, we all know, right? It's been ordered by him to start the construction. He's very bossy, only 50 years, less 3 emperors from this Qing dynasty, but one of the strongest dynasty. For Qing dynasty, when Qin Shi Huang passed away, he ordered people to build 8,000 terracotta with him. And 1974, that's when we dig out all the terracotta. And all the terracotta have different face expressions. Here's our Qin Shi Huang and terracotta. And ladies and gentlemen, let's go into the second imperial dynasty of China, Han Dynasty. Start from 206 BC to 228. Han lasts for 405 years long. The most famous emperor is Han Wudi. Liu Shou, that's his name. So the last name for the Han Dynasty is Liu. Han, we have 29 emperors. And you can tell the emperor from the Han is a little bit different than the dynasty before. With our emperor and emperors, you can tell how strong the Han is. And now followed by our Han Dynasty, we have our Sui Dynasty. Sui is also another short history dynasty, only lived for 38 years. But guess what? Sui is also one of the most rich dynasty. So from 581 to 618 CE, that is Sui. The most famous emperor, Sui Yangdi. So for Sui, total that 38 years, we have 3 emperors. During the Sui dynasty, he ordered one of the emperors to build the Grand Cannon. It's same as the big project of the Great Wall. So the word Sui dynasty, the Sui means to follow, also implies to royalty. And you can tell on the emperor's costume, a lot of gold embroidery and gold trim. Now we know how rich the dynasty is. Followed by the Sui dynasty. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the dynasty. It's our second largest and the longest dynasty, Tang Dynasty. Start from 618 to 907. Tang lasts for 289 years. And guess what? Tang is the only dynasty we have female emperor, Wu Zetian. And that's only happened during Tang Dynasty. have one of the 4 well-known beauties from our Chinese history, Lady Yang, Yang Guifei. Of course, we will know why she's one of the 4 beauties, right? So for Lady Yang, she served the 3 emperors during the Tang Dynasty. So for Tang Dynasty, we had 21 emperors and then 14 generations, less for 289. Here's our Yang Guifei, Lady Yang, and Wu Zetian, our only female emperor. And now, ladies and gentlemen, followed by Tang Dynasty, let's go into Song Dynasty. From 960 to 1279 AD, Song Dynasty lasts 319 years long, went through 18 emperors. Song people are all very well educated. They love to dance, they love to sing. We all know the famous Forbidden City in Beijing, right? Right now, yeah? So it's been built since the Song Dynasty. And the last name for the Song Dynasty is Chao. Song Dynasty, our beautiful Song 侍女, our Song ladies. All right, now ladies and gentlemen, let's go into the Ming Dynasty. From 1368 to 1644, Ming lasts for 276 years long. We went through 16 emperors and 12 generations. Earlier, our first show, I did took everybody fly with me to Taiwan, right? So during the Ming Dynasty, it's actually the age, the time that people actually travel to the Atlantic. So that's when they found out the little island of Taiwan. These Ming Dynasty also have very great construction. It's called Yuanmingyuan, a beautiful garden. But unfortunately, it was got destroyed by outsiders during the 18th century. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go into our last imperial dynasty from Chinese history, Qing Dynasty. Qing, also known as Manchu Dynasty, because Qing people are from Mongolia. They are not the Han people, which means they are a minority. It's from 1644 to 1912, just barely more than 100 years ago. That's how long Qing Dynasty is. 268 years, Qing had 12 emperors. The most emperor, I will say, will be the last emperor. If you still have a chance to watch a movie, you get to find out the history about it. And the most beautiful concubines and emperors they like to be the Zhenfei. So one thing I forgot to mention, during the Song Dynasty, Chinese lady, we find our feet into only 3 inches. But the Qing people, they are from Mongolia, right? They cannot bite their feet because they ride horses. They hunt. So guess what? How smart they are. They create the special type of shoes. It's called flower bowl. So it's like a wood platform and lift up for 6 centimeters, 3 inches high. And looks like they bite their feet. Otherwise they can ride the horses, right? So that is our beautiful Qing Dynasty. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to share with you our ancient wedding. Let's welcome our groom. So as you can tell, Chinese people, we like red, right? Red represents lucky, so everything we use is red. Remember Lunar New Year, we give out the lucky red envelope? Yeah, so everything we like, we we do red. So of course our wedding outfit, the groom wear red, and then the embroidery in the front is a lucky dragon. And of course, here comes our beautiful bride. The beautiful headpiece, this shirt is called 凤冠霞帔. It's quite heavy. So way back to before, pearl is actually the most expensive jewelry. That's why you see pearl on her headpiece. We see a happy couple up here. And now, ladies and gentlemen, of course, want to share with you, we have the flower bouquet, just like nowadays. But we don't toss our flower bouquet during the wedding. For those wealthy family, they host an event, they have the lady pass a bouquet to find a husband. That's our flower bouquet for it. So a lot of time, the couple never see each other. They meet each other first time during the wedding night. And guess what? That's what happened to my great-grandparents. And I guess it still worked out, right? Otherwise, I wouldn't be here today. Yeah? Alright, here's our lovely wedding couples. And now, ladies and gentlemen, something very unique for today. Let's welcome our beautiful porcelain beauty. So China's most famous china, that's porcelain. It's made by a color of white and blue, right? You know, is she pretty? And she's tall, just like the porcelain. So there's a lot of different types of symbol on the porcelain design. It all represents whether it's lucky or love or wisdom. The beautiful porcelain, the artwork, the beautiful art, it's actually started from the Tang Dynasty, but got embraced during the Ming Dynasty. So now you heard all the porcelain, people talking about the Ming Dynasty, that's the reason. And during the Qing Dynasty, that's why they brought it out to all the countries in the world. Now, ladies and gentlemen, while we enjoy our beautiful porcelain beauty, let's welcome all the emperor and empress joining us in front of the stage. You don't get to meet the people from dynasty like this, okay? This is a chance, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, let's welcome our Zhou Dynasty and Qing Dynasty, Han Dynasty, our Sui Dynasty, our Tang Dynasty, and Song Dynasty. Our Ming Dynasty, Qing Dynasty, and our ancient wedding couples, and of course our beautiful Taiji, and ladies and gentlemen, our beautiful porcelain beauty. And now, anybody birthday in May? Alright, you'll be the first one coming out, Emperor and Empress from Dynasty. You're gonna get the red envelope, the lucky red envelope from them. But before we do that, I would like to invite you to come to the front. But before we do that, you never heard Emperor, Empress, or people from Dynasty sing, right? So anybody, well, all the birthday babies out here, please. We all gonna sing for them, and I cannot invite them to sing. Okay, all the Emperor, Empress shouldn't be singing. Terracotta. Let's have the terracotta sing with me. It's scary. Okay, that's it. Only a few. You guys can stay in the front. Everybody, we're all going to sing in English first. And then all the Emperor and Empress are going to sing in Chinese. Then. Are we ready? This is our main baby, right? On three. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to dear friend. Happy birthday to 日快乐，祝你生日快乐，祝你生